Hello guys, what's up? This is Shark talking. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have some news to talk about. We will be receiving some very interesting updates and I'll be driving through the updates so we can discuss them. Well, there are many new things here. First is this Forgotten Chapter returning event. This is the event that we got as Ren in the past, and it was also the same event of Bride Emilia, the first ever SS Emilia in the game. That Emilia is still relevant up to this point. I made a review back in the day saying that she will still be useful for a lot of time, and she still is, and even more now that we have a different version of Emilia. Well, we'll be discussing the usefulness of having the two versions later. But here you can see that we can get some accessory called Bone Cross. It's very old. You can get the Ren, also some Platinum tickets. I don't think there will be anything new. I don't think they will increase the cap status for the stages, so this is not an important thing. The second one is Battle with Princess Lion, and they probably balanced this again. And the cap is the same as the event that is dual with M Black. M Black is a character from Red storyline on SaGa Frontier Remastered. We could get this guy here by collecting pieces, but he is pretty old. Very, very old. He is not even close to the leagues of the free version of Golden Lion. She is still a very good character by itself. Although her multipliers are not as high as premium styles, if you have the Platinum Princess Lion that we could get from Orluge banner, you will finally be able to inherit Double Crush, and that is a very strong opener for Princess Lion. You can even use this one just for farming as well. It's pretty strong. Yeah, it's just one battle, exactly like battle with M Black. You win this and you get some currency and pieces of Princess Lion, so you can max her very easily. And now we have some new informations about banners. Well, a returning banner with Princess Ray, Macetine, Princess White Rose, and Emilia. If you don't remember, this is the same banner that we got with Fuse release in the past, but they changed Fuse for Emilia. Why did they do this? Because Fuse is in the returning banner for Battle of Fate. They probably wanted to share the characters so we could still summon for both. But some people would have to think well about summoning for this. Especially if they already have some of these characters. I mean, if they already have Princess Ray, Macetine, and Princess White Rose, but they don't have Emilia, I don't think it's worth. You can leave with just the newest Emilia, she's pretty good. But if you don't have all these characters, some of them are still pretty good. Princess Ray is still one very good instant killer. She can inflict many status ailments. This Emilia is helpful because she can inherit skills from the newest one and she can do some very interesting cyclings. And Princess White Rose is good if you have the other one. But she is not a character that can do 3 AoEs in a row. But her AoE opener is pretty strong. So if you are lacking some units, and you also have a uses for Princess Ray, and you don't have Emilia, it's interesting. I don't really like Macetine. She has an AoE heal spell, but nothing else. She doesn't have any debuff or any other support in fights that she participate. But the free Macetine that we got recently has very interesting attacks. You can even inherit the AoE heal into the free Macetine, and she may be even better running that setup. But the most important thing is not this returning banner. It's the newest banner. Guys, look on here, you can see this is Fuse again. We just got his returning banner here with the newest version of Red, Battle of Fate Rouge and Blue, and now we have another version of him. Well, this one is pretty old. It was released in December. And this version is new. New in Japan as well. This was released like 2 weeks ago in Japan, and this banner has many different styles. The problem, there are 2 low tiers here. There's an A Silence and an S Rabbit. They will not be characters for you to use for hard challenges. Only the SS styles are really worth here. Cotton, Fuse, and Doll. Doll is on the buffer and also a character that you should be using on boss fights for challenges. Fuse is a charge type character, very similar to Rofus. I don't know what they would do here because we still don't have the charge mechanic inside the game. For Rufus, they did an instant attack and then a paralyze effect to compensate. Maybe they will do the same for Fuse, but Fuse is both damage and support. He gives morale buff in Japan, but he takes 3 turns to do that. Now imagine if he gets the same treatment as Rufus and get it instant. That would be incredible. Cotton is a type of tank that is also pretty interesting by its own. And well, we'll not be discussing Silencer or Rabbit because they will not be characters that people will be using for too much time. And while you think about this, a very recent banner in Japan, now Among Us, just like we had with Rufus. I believe this is incredible for us. We can summon 4 characters that will stay relevant for a lot of time. What's the bad thing? We don't have many gems. At least I don't. I summoned it for the recent banner and spent a lot of gems trying to get red as well. So I probably can get them all, but I hope I have some luck because, well, we still have some very important banners in the future like the Matriarch. She's pretty soon. Joe may take some time yet, but the Matriarch should be very close. I will just give a very quick view on these characters on Naorama Saga. Here, we are on Naorama Saga website now, and let's start with Emilia. I said that the Bride version of Emilia is still relevant to this day, because it was different than the Japanese counterpart. Here on Global, she has Power Charge 2, so she starts with 12 BP. That's not what happened in the Japanese version. With the newest version of her, this is the newest one, she can attack twice in a 3-turn cycle with 2 of her best skills. Well, for the Bride version, we can inherit Bullet Dance and use it 2 times in a row, like first turn and second turn just fine, while the newest version can only use it on turn 1 and on turn 3. Bullet Dance is very powerful, very close to what she does with her 3rd skill, called Sweet Trap. Sweet Trap from her Bride version is pretty powerful up to this day because it's triple S damage, yes, but Bullet Dance is also very close in damage. Another thing that you can do is inherit this 3rd skill and use it on turn 1 and turn 3, or on turn 2 and turn 3 with the Bride version because she gets 2 more VP. That's pretty interesting because this newest version of Emilia has some problems with full AoE cycles. And you can also inherit another thing. The Bride version has an AoE attack that can be used with 6 BP. You can use that inherited on this version of Emilia and then just keep using this first skill. So you use one with 6, actually you have to increase it to 7 so it overwrites Bullet Dance. You start with a 7 BP AoE and then just keep using the first skill that only uses 4. So she will keep using AoE. You see, 2 versions of Emilia that makes for very interesting builds, but you need to have both. Now very quick view on the new styles like Cotton. Cotton doesn't have any other SS style or any type of style. It attacks and recovers without spending LP. It's a pretty interesting thing. The second skill also attacks and recovers without spending LP. And it also has a triple S attack that will do very close damage to Liza's second attack. Not that much because this doesn't have that many passives, but it at least has overtension. This one is interesting when you have overdrive. It increases the damage by 45%. That's incredible. And this one has an interesting effect as well. It gives defense enhancement. Yeah, it's a very tanky character that will prove to be useful in challenges. Now a quick view on Doll. Doll is pretty interesting in the way that she's supportive, she can do some good damage as well, but the damage is not the most important thing. She has 3 status pretty high: Dexterity, Agility, and Intelligence. And what you can do? Well, you can do damage, you can do dark damage, you can debuff, she can debuff STR, she can instant kill with the first skill. Very high intelligence means that she will be insta-killing a lot. It's a very cheap attack, it only uses 4 BP. She has enough agility to just attack before most characters. And the last attack increases her intelligence and dexterity by a lot. And it can be reduced to 8 BP. And it only uses 8 BP, so you can use this on turn 1 and on turn 3. And increases dexterity and intelligence. Pretty strong. The most interesting thing is that she avoids attacks when all allies are alive by 50% chances. It's incredible. And damage with overdrive, combos, 50% increase as well, and more damage when she's on full HP. She's on full HP most of the time because she is evading most attacks. And like I said, the other character is Fuse, and he's a charge character that has a very interesting buff. This third skill here, he attacks with an S attack that is only single target, and then he starts charging for an AoE attack that also gives morale up with medium effect. Very powerful, and well, as not as strong as Barbara version of morale up, it's still pretty strong. If we get it like Rufus, that it's instantly casted and then he gets paralyzed, I don't know what will happen. The second skill is interesting because it has 5 BP, deals average damage, but it has a chance of attacking 2 times, so double the damage with regular attack. And the first skill is not a damaging one, I think. It recovers... No, it's a damaging one. It deals damage and also heal and buffs dexterity. And also gives guard up, a lot of different effects. The problem is that it uses 1 LP. It's only self. So, well, let's return here. I am pretty excited for this banner, and I'll be summoning for then. We don't know when we will get, but I hope it's in 2 or 3 days from now. They will make some impact, but not the same impact as Rufus. So if you don't have the gens, you can still kinda skip them. Summoning for Rufus banner is better because we have 5 SS styles that we don't have any off banner. We will have off banner on this one. So, well, this is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. You can help this channel by using the links on the description. We see each other on the next one. Bye.